Welcome! This is Solopreneur Success Strategies, where we talk about mindset, your website, your brand, your social media marketing, your customers, how to sell to your customers, how to find your customers, how to talk about the skills and knowledge you need in your business, and free software and tools to help you save time, money, and be more productive, as well as strategy and systems here on Solopreneur Success Strategies. Welcome! Welcome. This is Jane Gardner of Solopreneur Success Strategies, and today I'm live on System Saturday because I was too tired yesterday to do it. So here we are on System Saturday, and I had already done the presentation slides, so we're okay because we've got some information today on Google Analytics. On System Saturday, we talk about systems in your business that will help you save time and even save money, since Google Analytics is free, in your business so that you can go and do your work and do your business and have time with your family rather than sitting there and watching your website, which is what Google Analytics does. So let's just get telling you who I am. I'm Jane Gardner. I work with my husband in our structural engineering firm for the last 20 years in Western Canada. And about 3 years ago, I went onto the internet to help others start their own home business. And it's been a wild ride, I can tell you that. But anyway, that's another story. So let's have a look at what System Saturday is. On System Saturday, we talk about the automating and organizing your business systems so that you can be making money instead of making work for yourself in your business. You can save some time and have it and spend it with your family and yourself rather than having to work in your business. And we can create some marketing systems on automatic so you can spend more time with or get more clients, depending on what you want to do. And we've been doing this for a few months, and we've already had a look at organizing your computer and business systems. We've looked at actually, tracking your finances. No, we haven't done that yet. We did look at systemizing and automating your marketing, especially on social media. And we have looked at some selling. We looked at, we have an offer for pricing. We do have a course on pricing at jgtips.com/pricing, where we look at how to maximize your price in terms of looking at who your customers are and your competitors and how to make the offer so great that you can charge any price. Anyway, that's jgtips.com/pricing. But today we are talking about Google Analytics because we're still on talking about your social media. Well, Google Analytics does do other things besides your social media, so we'll have a look at Google Analytics. But today it's all about Google Analytics because it's a free system that you can set up within your business in order to look at who your visitors are coming to your website, how are they coming, what they are doing when they're on your website, as well as you can also set up systems in there to look at how they buy, etc. So let's have a look at that. So we'll go and have a look at the slides. As I mentioned, this is System Saturday, and it's all about automating and organizing your business systems, and it allows you to grow your business by getting more clients instead of having to work in your business, as well as spend more time with your family or friends while your business works for you instead of you working in your business. So we've had a look at organizing your computer and business systems. We've had a look at automating or systematizing your marketing. We did look at email, quite extensive actually, and how to set up an email autoresponder system. And we'll be looking at a few of those other ones as well in the coming months. If you want to look at some of the previous episodes, you can go to jgtips.com/YouTube and look for my Solopreneur Success Strategies channel, and all of the Saturdays one are based on systems. So we had a look at computer file organization. We had a look at some of the backup systems you can use to back up your system. We looked at the operating procedures binder and how amazing that can be, because you can just put in there how to do something and then give it to someone else to do it. And then we looked at email autoresponder system, and right now we're in the website. We've had a look at how WordPress works as a content management system. We looked at some SEO optimization tools. We looked at plugins for different functions that you can use that will systematize your system, as well as social media posting tools. We had a look at that, some of the ways you can automate that. And today we're looking at Google Analytics, and we'll be looking at some testing tools later, as well as, of course, very important, the payment system that you can set up that can work for you while you sleep, and, of course, selling systems that can work for you while you sleep. So those are also quite extensive, informative, a month, at least 4 weeks on each of those, just to get down to the basics about it. So today we're looking at Google Analytics, and I'm not sure you can see my small type. I should have made it bigger, but if I do, I think it'll go past. Let's have a look and make it bigger so you can see it, for those of you who are looking at it. We'll adjust it later. That's still pretty small because I've just got too much information on there. Google Analytics is a free web analytics service offered by Google. So if you have a Google account with Gmail, you can tie in your website to Google Analytics, and they tell you how to do that. And Google Analytics, for free, will track and report your website traffic. And it's now the most widely used analytics service on the internet because, of course, it's quite easy and it's free. So it can look at your website traffic and tell you how many unique and repeat visitors go to your site every month. What countries is your traffic coming from? Which websites, blog, and search engines are referring your visitors to the website? And what can you do? How do your visitors prefer to access your business? Do they like to access your website on their smartphone, tablet, laptop, or desktop PC? And as well as what kind of web browser do they use? And which pages of your site, very important, attract the most traffic so that you can optimize those pages. And what type of content engages your prospects and keeps them on your site, and what kind of content have them leaving in a hurry? So perhaps most importantly, which of your marketing campaigns and strategies are the most or least effective? Let's see if I've got anything else to say on that. No, just it fit into the slides, so we'll leave it there. So, for example, for those of you who are on the video and can see this, and for those of you on audio, you are welcome to go have a look at the video at jgtips.com/YouTube. They're all free and available there for you to have a look at. So, Google Analytics, we're not going to go too much detail here. I'll just give you some idea on what you can do with Google Analytics. Maybe next time we'll go in there. But here are it creates tables for you of once it does collects all the data every day on what your traffic is doing. And so you can look into your Google Analytics, and there's a table there that can tell you what are your most popular posts or pages. So that's very important because then you can see what the people are liking and what do they want to actually read. So you can certainly emphasize those type of topics by looking at your Google Analytics popular posts. And then also you can also have another table there which tells you who is linking to your website. So who feels that your website is of value such that they will actually provide a link to your website. And you, of course, can go and have a look at their website and see what kind of website it is. And maybe you can start a relationship depending on what kind of website it is. So then you can also look at how much mobile traffic you are getting. You can see by the graph on the top exactly what days you have a spike in your traffic because it's a graph on the vertical. It shows you how many visitors. And then the horizontal, for those of you who can't see this, that's the days. So if you have a spike in your traffic on one day, you can go back and have a look and see what you did that day. But as well, it also has another table there which will tell you who everyone is, in terms of sometimes they can actually tell you exactly what place they came from. So if you find that, I think most of the people are on desktop PCs, yet they're not quite on, not doing as much viewing of my website on mobile. But certainly if you have got a lot of mobile traffic, you should make your website very mobile ready, which is a term you can research on Google. And then you can also have another table where you can find out where you're getting your highest conversions. Now, of course, you have to have something for sale on your website, and then you have to set up within Google Analytics a goal as to what you consider to be a sale on that page. And so it can tell you the percentage who buy that come to that web page itself, which is usually a sales page. So that tells you where you're getting your highest conversions. So it might also tell you where you're getting your lowest conversions, and maybe you should reconsider what your sales page is doing to your visitors and change the text or the topic. So Google Analytics is available anytime for you to get reports from the data it collects on your website. This is quite a system. So you could actually go there any time of the day, and it will give you reports on, you can do them for the last day, the last week, the last month, 3 months. It depends on what you want to set up within it, and it's very plastic in that it will respond to whatever request you have, and all of a sudden you have a new table which shows you how your traffic is going over the last 3 months. So I hope this gives you a good idea of why I consider it a system that you should have in your business. Maybe next week. I don't think I'll show you how to set it up. It's a bit of a pain, but we can certainly go in there live and have a look at my statistics. They're not that great, but it certainly gives you an idea of just how easy you can, and what maybe I'll figure out which ones I feel are most important, and tables that you can have a look at in your analytics once you get them set up. But hopefully this will show you that this works for you all day, all night in the back end, connected to your website. It tells you what kind of web traffic comes to your website. It tells you what country comes to your website. It tells you whether or not they're actually unique addresses, or if they're a robot. It tells you, of course, whether it's mobile, desktop, or etc. It tells you, most importantly, whether they bounce off of your website, they come and they don't stay to read or watch or whatever it is you want them to do on your website or convert. So Google Analytics is one of these systems I would think everybody should have set up in your website. It's very easy to do. Google has some good instructions. You do need to be able to put it into your coding, but they tell you where to put it, and as long as you understand the concept, you can certainly do it yourself. You don't have to hire someone to do it. And in terms of paste, it's cut and paste. You just copy and paste and put it into the head of the template for the theme. Anyway, let's get on with it here. So there we go. There's Google Analytics. And I just wanted to say that I do have a training on automating your business in a week. It's at jgtips.com/automation. I'm looking for some beta testers who'll come in and help me set up set up a course that will help anyone be able to automate chores and organize your computer, and have what is the minimum optimized plugins you need for your website, and how to set up an automated email system, an operations procedures binder using templates. What are some of the ways to keep your computer and your WordPress files secure? Set that up, as well as you see, we could also set up Google Analytics, and so I should really put that in there as well as a system for anyone who uses WordPress as a website. So even as I do this free training, it shows me the kind of things that I need to put into my course in order that within a month someone could easily set up all these systems so that they can keep working in their business and working on getting more clients and growing a business rather than having to figure out what is an automated email system. So thank you for listening. This is Jane Gardner, and I hope you found this of value to realize that you should have a look at Google Analytics. You go to analytics.google.com and have a look there, and they'll tell you how to set it up if you've got your website up, of course. And it's pretty great. I do have a course coming up about Google Analytics, and it'll help you get yourself familiar with Google Analytics in your system in order to help you improve your website and how the traffic comes to your website. I find that for me in my analytics, I find the majority of people do come to either where I direct them using my automated social media planner. I get them going to certain popular posts, as well as, of course, the homepage. So I have to try and make that nice and simple for them so they hang around and it's interesting. And it's a great place to be on Google Analytics. So I hope that you keep saying Google Analytics is great, and I've got to set it up. This will help you to systemize your website traffic optimization. And let's have a look. I got to write that down. Next week, we'll do maybe a live tour of Google Analytics. That would be good. Bye. Thank you for listening. This has been Jane Gardner at Solopreneur Success Strategies. Please go and subscribe at jgtips.com/programs. And also to find out about other programs as well over at jgtips.com/programs. And over there we have a free mindset magazine for you to check out at jgtips.com/mindset offer. So welcome. Thanks for listening. And I hope to see you again here tomorrow, as this is a 7-day-a-week show on mindset, your customer, getting your message out on social media and on your website, talking about strategies, talking about business systems, talking about all kinds of things, including the skills that you need as a solopreneur. So please come back and subscribe at jgtips.com/programs. Thank you.